Hey everybody, it's James here from Bowl Chili. Today we're going to be looking at the video from the Polaroid EX fat bike ride that we did last week up in Marquette. The course was basically a clockwise loop around kind of the outskirts of Marquette. Was a good one. It was a great course. The scenery was beautiful. The weather was perfect. Kind of a cool story. I met up with a guy, Greg Padley, who I haven't seen in about 20 years, but we used to work together. He was a bike industry guy back 20 years ago, and he ended up getting a grown-up job, so he had to leave. But we met up through Facebook groups, and turns out we made a pretty good team for the ride. So let's check out the video here, and we'll see what the course looks like. There he is. Yep. How you doing? I'm not it.
I think we'll do that a few more times, okay?
You think? Yeah, right. Look out for Ewoks back here. You know, if you saw like a gnome back here, you'd just be like, all right. Go for that tree. Oh, sorry. It's not terrible, right? What's that? Yeah. Right. I guess it's not that bad. Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Technically, part of the North Trail system here is the what I call the Forestville area. It's a little bit removed from the North Trails, but it's still part of the North Trail system, I guess. A little bit different character once you're up and away from the river basin there. A little bit hillier, a little bit feels kind of like the wilderness. Everything was super fun until we got to there, and then I was just like, you know, when a bad guy walks into a saloon and you can hear the needle squeak across the record? That happened. I don't know what it was about these switchbacks. They were rough for me. I really struggled on them. It was kind of weird. I just didn't have my flow going. I think part of it was my tire pressure was a little too high. I just didn't do a very good job preparing my bike. I probably had 3 or 4 psi more than I probably should have. About 2/3 of the way into the ride, I let a couple psi out of my front tire, and that made it a lot better. But I think I could have went even a little bit more, and the overall ride would have been better. Kind of blows me away. There's just miles and miles and miles of groomed single track around the city of Marquette that just you could ride all day. We only rode about 37, 38 miles, but I feel like we didn't touch half of the groomed single track that was up there. It's kind of amazing, really. You got the green light still? terrain like this on the side of this hill by the river, I mean, it just doesn't get better than this. By this point, my brake rotor was being wet, was starting to bother me. The honking of the brakes was driving me really crazy. Saved it. That was fun. Yeah. I think if they'd have both went into the run, it'd have been fine. Every time the trail pointed up just a little bit, Greg would slowly gap me. So we cut through a neighborhood and then onto the Iron Ore Heritage Trail, and then just for a quick minute, and then we turn onto the Black Trail, which is the entrance to the South Trailhead. My understanding right now is they're doing some logging, so I guess we just kind of guided under the wire here. Fuck. Whoa. I really enjoy the Black Trail coming the other way. For some reason, going this way, headed south on the Black Trail, it just it doesn't jive with me. It's kind of weird. guess those 780mm bars weren't the best idea. So the bike I'm riding here is a Pivot Less Fat. It's a really fantastic bike. I can't say enough good things about it. It's really stiff, it's comfortable, it handles great, it's pretty light. If you're in the market for a fat bike, that's one I would definitely look at, is a Pivot Less Fat. It's basically stock. The only thing I changed on it was the tires. I put some terrain cake eaters that are studded because I've been running into some ice issues lately, so I wanted some studded tires. Come on. About 2/3 of the way into the ride, you can see the blue sky started coming out, and it just somehow even got more beautiful than it was before. The weather, you know, by this point it's probably 25 degrees. It's super nice out. It was just great. Again, Greg disappears into the distance as soon as the hill points up a little bit. I've got quite a few pounds on him, and I think he's got a few more miles on his legs. You know, again, I can't say enough about how nice these trails are. I mean, it seemed like there was not a snowflake out of place the whole time we were there. I mean, we're riding around on a postcard on perfectly groomed trails for best part of a day. I think our riding time was around 5 hours, a little over 5 hours, like 5 hours and 10 minutes, something like that. It just, you know, if you have a chance to make it to Marquette in the winter, you really should. It's a beautiful place, and it's pretty good in the summer too. So it turns out I was a little bit overdressed for the day. I didn't expect it to get as warm as it did. I probably could have done away with one layer on my upper body, and I probably should have just chosen wind front tights instead of the ski pants that I wore. But you know, live and learn. It certainly didn't ruin my day, but you know, if we're shooting for perfect, it would have been a little bit better to be dressed a little bit lighter. I was wearing my Alpha ROS jacket from Castelli. I probably should have been wearing a Perfetto. The Alpha ROS is great when it's below about 20 degrees. Or if I was riding on the road in these temperatures, it would be good because the wind chill would be a lot more. But I was just a little too warm. That certainly wasn't my only crash of the day, but it was probably the best one. It was just a big poofy landing on some really soft snow. This hill here, I could have done entirely without. It was just hard. It was a straight shot up some hill to some concrete thing that's there for no reason. It was pretty miserable.
We there yet? Alright.
Right through here, if you look over to the right-hand side, you can see the ski hill on the other side of the highway. It's a pretty cool view, and pretty soon we get the payoff for that big climb. We get to bomb down Benson Grade, which is it's a shuttle route usually in the summertime if you just want to ride, you know, some of the jump lines like A line. But we go down it going,
we climbed up this last
I don't
year.
even know how fast, probably close to 30 miles an hour. I really didn't have the guts just to let it rip on Benson Grade because you never know if there's going to be a dog walker or somebody coming up, but it was tempting just to let it roll, but we didn't. Try to be good citizens.
Oh, you're going the wrong way, man. Hey.
Finally, we get down to the highway,
Okay.
and this is where Todd really threw us a curveball. He made the he made the route really challenging by making it as straightforward as possible.
straight over
Normally, I
that.
would never believe that he would do that, but I think he just did it just to trick people. Again, the road points up, and Greg pulls away.
Can't hear you.
So then we get one more last screaming downhill, and we kind of ended up over by almost to the furnace where the fourth checkpoint was. We just had to go, you know, down a little bit of a 2-track or something to get to it. But this downhill was super fun. It was about as fast as I wanted to go without having a one warm-up ride on it. So that's pretty much it. It's the 2021 Polar Roll EX COVID edition. Family reunion with brother Greg Padley here. Hopefully we'll see each other again before 20 years, but if we don't, we don't. But honestly, you should get up there. 906 Adventure Team puts on some of the best events for my money in the country. And it's a great cause. The money that goes from the events goes to get kids outdoors doing cool outdoor things, including bikes. It's not entirely bike stuff, but it's a super cool group. Todd puts on amazing races. He's got a community of people behind him that help out. I'm sure he would be the first to tell you he couldn't do it alone. He's got hundreds of people up there that seems like volunteer either directly or indirectly by grooming trails or wrangling kids or fixing bikes or all kinds of stuff that they do. So if you have a chance to support them, I highly recommend it. It's a great cause.
Oh.
So at the bottom of the hill here, we make a little left turn, dumps you out on this little kind of 2-track trail that takes you out to the bike path that leads you to the finish. You get to finish up the riding along Lake Superior. It's always a beautiful time there, even when it's not. So again, it's just a 2021 Polar Roll. It was a great time. I think I'm going to go back up here in a couple weeks and try and get a little bit better time now that I got my bearings. But
yeah,
hopefully we'll see you up there. And if you like events like this, if you like
And then
videos
straight
about
up
events like
Benson,
this,
too.
go ahead and like the post, subscribe to the Bullet Chili channel, and
when we came down before we
we'll
crossed
try to get some more
63,
going for you.
straight
Drop
up
a
that.
message if you want to, if you have suggestions about what kind of events you'd like to see, what kind of products you'd like to know about, or anything. I can help out with most things related to cycling. I've been doing it my whole life. I'm kind of old now. It's a good time. I've avoided getting a real job for 50 years, so I think I'm winning. But thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.